How is everybody? All right. Let's see how this live stream goes. Okay, we'll see how this live stream goes. Oh, we got a viewer. We got a viewer. Okay, I wasn't. All right. Okay. The East Coast Slingshot Tournament. There's different tournaments depending on what country you're in. But in America, especially if you live on the East Coast, the East Coast Slingshot Tournament is one of those tournaments you want to go to. The East Coast Slingshot Tournament. Thank you, bro. Got to practice, and then I got to have the money to go there, but I'm working something out. There is no tournament in March. Very strange that you would say that. You're welcome, Putty Cat. Okay. We got some good things going. I will be joining the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. I'm getting back to my roots. You know, you might not know this. The reason I'm called Slingshot Warrior is because I've been shooting slingshots. That's the first weapon I picked up since I was a boy. I've been very good at shooting slingshots, still am. I can shoot on instinct. It's around July, Putty Cat. Now, I'm not sure if I can make it to the tournament, but I want to go. My grandfather and my father. And I practiced. In order to become good at something, you got to practice it. Thank you, Percy. Thank you. I'm a forgiving Christian, BA. I'm here about positivity. I know nothing of what you're talking about. I forgive all people. What did I say? I don't think you said what you thought you said. Anyway, my okay. Yes, we will. Well, it's all about positivity. Now, the East Coast Slingshot Tournament, slingshot shooters come from all over the country, and they compete in a friendly competition. People get to know each other. Slingshot shooters from all over the country. Oh, Double D Slings, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? Yes, I want to compete in the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. Anyway. I'm not sure about that, but I know I want to win. I want to win medals. It's not about winning for me. It's about being there. To be honest with you, about meeting my meeting people I want to meet. You know, I mean, meeting fellow slingshot shooters. There is no more of a positive community than the slingshot community. Nothing much. Still very cold. A lot of working out. Yeah. Awesome, Double D's. Let's get to what we need to do. Oh, I have several. I decided to put it away just to make sure it's out of sunlight. Just to make sure. I put away my slingshot stuff for the tournament. I'll be doing some more shooting, but I want to keep it out of sunlight. Keep the bands ready to go. Thank you, Percy. It's all about positivity. Now, Percy has a new slingshot channel out, by the way. He makes his own handcrafted slingshots. Now, I also want to say that on my I also want to say how I started out with slingshots. I want to tell the story. My grandfather, backwoods in the woods of Elk Neck, made my first slingshot out of a tree fork. I've been hooked ever since. You know? That's debatable. We're talking about if we're talking about the sling, like the first, like, I don't know. No one really knows, by the way. It's just an invention that came out. You know? But the slingshot might have its origins in, I think, the UK. Or Russia. I'm not sure. The modern one. The one with the elastic slingshot. The elastic slingshot. Yeah. It's debatable. The Russians claim to have invented the slingshot, and the people in the UK, and there's historical evidence for both. Now we're talking about the modern elastic slingshot, okay? Some in England it's called the catapult. In Australia it's called a gang. I don't know why it's called a gang. I don't think so, Putty Cat. Yes, Rufus Hussey, a legend in our sport. Oh, that guy could shoot a beetle off a leaf and not hurt the leaf with rocks. That guy was bad ass. You know what I mean? That guy was awesome. No, he invented the first. I would say he invented the first galvanized rubber. The first modern slingshot was not invented by him. You know, I think that started out as a result of the invention of galvanized rubber. You know, it wasn't Charles Goodyear. He just provided the material to build the first modern slingshots. Now, I will say this. When it comes to slingshots. I think a lot of times Hollywood does not depict us right, us slingshot shooters. Because we're always depicted as kids with slingshots. And it's always basically, we're always slingshotters depicted as toys. Slingshots are just toys. I got news for you. Slingshots are more than just toys. You know what I mean? I can guarantee you that one. Yeah, bean shooters, yeah. Yeah, I gotta check him out. I've never heard of Blue Skeen. I gotta check him out. Interesting. Anyway, slingshot shooting has become quite the sport. It's not become like Olympic level sport. You know, it's not like, you know, like a big time sport, but yeah, and that's the image that the slingshot has as a children's toy. But I can assure you that it's more than that. You know? Exactly, Percy. I'll bring out one of my slingshots. How about that? One of my classics. I built this slingshot myself. I'm going to bring it to the tournament. I promise you I'm going to bring this one to the tournament. Oh, yeah. This one. The one I made. The ant's head. I actually used a slingshot for self-defense. Where do you think I got my name Slingshot Warrior from? Years ago, when I was in my, around 18. I was at 18 and I was like, you know, I was, around 17, 18. There was a guy who came to our house. Big dude. Tall dude. Looked like a linebacker. Like 6 feet tall. Brawny looking white dude, right? And he's coming up to hurt my brother. And everyone's cheering. And it's the back of the parking lot. And with some kind of bat or something. It was going to be a big fight. I'm the one with the slingshot. He wants to get into that door and hurt my brother. So I had a marble and a slingshot. And it took the third shot, but I nailed him in the Adam's apple with the slingshot. Boom! It's like, it took him a minute. Before that, everyone was hooting and hollering like a baseball game. It was crickets after that. It took him a minute to get back up. So, a simple glass marble in the Adam's apple took them down. And his throat was bruised and bloody. So to say that these are just simple toys, proper shot placement, they can cause damage. And let's say you use a steel, let's say you use something heavier, maybe like a 12 millimeter steel ball. Like a 12 millimeter steel ball. Yeah. These are not just toys. With the proper bands and the proper ammunition, they can be very lethally effective. These things are actually used for hunting small game. Cool. Friday and Saturday? Okay, for what? I don't know, Double D's. Very funny, Grizz. Well, I wouldn't say I didn't kill the guy. I merely basically shot him in the Adam's apple. He went down for a minute. I made sure that he thought twice before coming near that door, near the outer door, trying to get to my brother. So yeah, and I did that in self-defense, people. That was purely self-defense. I did not do that in any other way but self-defense. Wow. Imagine if you hit him in the balls. Well, buddy cat. Well, I think the Adam's apple did enough damage to the guy. Apparently, the guy had to go to the hospital after that. He didn't want none after that. He didn't want all the fight was taken out of him. I took the wind out of his sails. So do not underestimate this as a child's toy. I can assure you, with the right bands, right ammunition, it'll go through your coconut. Boom, boom. Well, it wasn't exactly funny at the time, but people admired it, and that's where I got my nickname, Slingshot Warrior. I earned that name that night. It was my David and Goliath story, so that's why I went by the moniker Slingshot Warrior. You earned it. Well, I'll put it this way. When he got back up, he wasn't happy. It took him like a minute to get back up and get back his air. And he was like, hit me with the rock, hit me with the rock. And he was retreating after that. His friends didn't want none. And everyone thought for a second there, for a minute there, people thought I killed him. But I did not. And trust me, this guy was 6 feet tall. Built like a linebacker. It was a story of David and Goliath. And it took me the third shot to get it right. And I prayed to God, said, please, God, let me be fast and accurate. And on that third shot, I nailed him. Well, since it was near a parking lot, one got hit by, I hate to say it, I accidentally shot someone's headlight. That was years ago. I don't know where the other shot went. Oh, there were no children there that night. Galaxy Eyes. But thank God. Women can shoot slingshots. In Asia, it's popular with Asian women. It's just not as popular with women in America. It's not really a big thing. Most women do not like slingshots. They're not interested in this hobby. Most women. I'm not saying all, but there are some, but most of them don't. You know what I mean? It's a long time ago, and the statute of limitations went out. And the way I see it, I was justified. No, I did not. That was way back in the 90s. Late 90s. Yeah. Possums. Well, I got to cut down on a lot of things. I can picture Grizz wearing a possum hat, though. Instead of a coonskin hat, it's a possum hat. Squirrel. I don't think we eat possums. Anyway, this simple device saved my life, and it saved my brother's life. So, do not underestimate the slingshot. You could say that. It requires a little. It's a little gamey. Requires a little preparation. Awesome, awesome, Wyatt. Well, I hope and I pray that I can go to the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. Now you cannot take wild boar down with a slingshot. At least not a elastic one. At least, well, you could maybe, but with the right bait, you could if it was shooting, let's say, an arrow or like a very long dart. Yeah, possibly. No, Putty Cat. No. Well, I'm hoping to go to the East Coast Slingshot Tournament, Bianca. Wow, everyone's talking about it. This soon? I just did a stream about it. Boy, word gets around, doesn't it? Anyway. It happens around July. It happens around July. And but yeah, I think in conclusion, this simple tool is underestimated. Because I can tell you, you do not want to get shot in the Adam's apple with one of these. You bet, Bianca. One of the best. That could be a possibility. Well, there are some women who like to shoot. I just was on a live stream with the whole family, um, father, wife, son, that like shooting slingshots. Um, a lot of times, for example, I had a girlfriend. I made a slingshot for her. She wanted to get into it. A lot of times, I'm gonna say this. A lot of times it's basically boyfriends or husbands. They get women into shooting slingshots because they see their boyfriends or husbands doing it, and then they take it up themselves. You know what I mean? Because it's an interesting little thing. It's a cheap hobby. Shooting slingshots is a cheap thing, and it's not expensive. It's in PA. It's in PA. It's very close to Pittsburgh, but it's Alberton. Alberton is where it is. I don't want to go into that, Putty Cat. I didn't dump her, okay? I did not dump her. Okay? Anyway, the point is here that, there are some women, a lot of women in China are into slingshots. I see a lot of videos of women shooting slingshots in China. Chinese women love it. So it's not just a male hobby. It's just so it's different. I mean. Oh yeah, I remember that. There are two ways. From where I am, I can basically get someone to drive me, or I can take a train. It's not that far. I don't need to fly. But yeah, it's not in Pittsburgh. It's near Pittsburgh. Alberton. I mean, the information is on the internet, by the way. You can look up the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. It's out there. Do a search. And there's videos of the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. You can look that up yourself. And look up a man that a slingshot shooter that I admire. I really admire. I wish I could have met, but he died in the 90s. Rufus Hussey. Man, that guy could shoot a beetle off a leaf and not hurt the leaf. That guy could shoot a quarter out of the air. Much better than me. Cool, Grizz. But yeah. Yeah, that he did, Putty Cat. It would. But where's your sense of adventure, Bianca? Getting there is half the fun. Oh boy. Yes. Well. That's funny, Bianca. Very funny. But I might bring my e-bike with me. I might do that. on the journey. No, Putty Cat. I'm making arrangements as we speak. I'm not going by airplane. Maybe train. Maybe in the luggage department. Maybe in the, like a unoccupied car, maybe. But I might go by, I might have someone drive me up there. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say what. Let's just say I don't put my eggs in one basket. I'm not saying I'm going or not. I don't know. It's unpredictable. There's I want to go, and I'm praying that I can go. But I'm not sure if I can go. But I'm going to try to plan this one out. Yeah, exactly, Galaxy Eyes. Hello, botched abortion. No, I'm not afraid to fly. It's just cheaper to take the train, that's all. I'm not going across the country, okay? I'm not going let's say to the West Coast or the Vegas or something. I'm going to Pennsylvania. Do I really need to take a plane to go to Pennsylvania? Do I? I don't think so. That's funny, Bianca. Okay, Gris. God bless you. Yeah, you want me to go around the world in 80 days? I ain't doing that. All right. Now, you can look up the East Coast Slingshot Tournament if you want to. We're down in views. Well, they do have a West Coast Slingshot Tournament. It might be in Vegas. I got to look that up. Let me explain something to Bianca. I was grieving the loss of my mother during that time, okay? I wouldn't have cared about balloons and bullshit that Anderson was saying normally. But I was grieving. I was going through an emotional turmoil. So, how you doing, ETB? So, it wasn't a good time to bring Anderson Henderson on panel for me to talk to. Okay? I don't know yet. I don't care if I just get a medal. I don't care if I even lose. I was just happy to be there. How you doing, ETB? I don't know, Putty Cat. No, he's an archer, not a slingshot shooter. Yes, Fitness Spring. AAC. So, yeah. We're doing well. I'm going to go to the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. And I'm bringing my ant's head. I made the ant's head. And look how good I made it. It's got an oval-shaped handle. An oval-shaped grip. A nice wrist strap. Everything good. I designed this myself. So, no. I call it the ant head because it looks like the head of an ant. You know, like a little ant. Like, have you ever seen a close-up view of an ant? It kind of looks like that. The antennas, the head, yeah. Yeah, ants. I'll get some more. Perhaps a Union Jack above my bedroom. Yeah, I hear you, Putty Cat. Well, I can assure you that I didn't make it like that. It's designed to reduce what in slingshot terms is hand slap. That's when the bands hit the top of your hand here, and it hurts. So that's what it's designed to do. Probably not. But you know, this year is going to be, regardless if I go to the tournament or not, this year is going to be the year of positivity. It's going to be a year of positive things. I'm going to continue on my diet. Do what I have to do. Yes, there will be. Have to watch my portions. You can go on YouTube and look up previous slingshot tournaments. It will show you everything. Dietary food, I can tell you that. Of course I'm going to record it. I'll do that. I'll get a chance to meet some of my heroes like Zachary Fowler, Fowler's Makery and Mischief, maybe to meet Flatband. And meet a lot of people. This is going to be a journey for me. All right, we got 14 views and only 10 likes. Thumbs up, people. If you just came in, thumbs up. Okay. So, we got to do what we got to do. I am about to embark on a new journey into positivity, into good things, and nothing is going to bring down my positivity. So, all right. Oh, we got 11 likes. Liking that. Okay, you're doing good. Like I said, it's all about positivity. It's all about what's going to happen. So I'm going to eke out this winter, do my dietary, do my exercise. And then I'm going to practice for the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. I'm not saying guaranteeing I'm going to get there, but well, that's very good for MMD. I have chatted on her stream and said hello. I have nothing against MMD. I just said hi and then I left. No, I don't want to do anything. I'm a Christian, BA. I don't mess around with that kind of stuff. Oh no. Yes, I'm gonna do a lot of slingshot practice. I'll even do some recording of it. You know. But just remember, it's not about the competition. It's about being there. No, you just got to practice shooting. Putty cat. ETV. I don't know what you're talking about, BA. All right, we got 12 likes. That's nice. Thank you for getting me up there. But yeah, I'm going to the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. Gonna have a good time. Enjoy myself. That was a missed shot, Putty Cat, okay? I missed. Okay? I missed that shot. I can assure you. You could help me. Sure. I don't know what you can help me with, but we'll figure something out. Doing some positivity. Okay. We'll see what happens. That's a good one. Putty Cat. It's just a positive place, okay? Stop putting nastiness on it. Well, I'm not working right now. Well, I'm going to compete in the tournament. I'm going to do what I can. BA. Anyway. That being said, that's what I want to do. That's what I really want to do. I got my stuff. I got my clay balls. I got my marbles. I got my steel balls. I got them all. You know? And I got balls of steel. So, I'm going to shoot at the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. Well, I don't consider this place a vacation, Putty Cat. Heaven is the permanent vacation, by the way. I would love to do that. I started out shooting marbles. I started out shooting marbles, by the way. That's a very good thing to ask. Like I said, there's a chance I might not be able to go, but I got good people, and I might have a new future employment. There's a job opportunity that I have. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this job or not. I'm not going to tell you what the job is, but let's just say there's an employment opportunity. I told you I wasn't going to buy a plane ticket. A train ticket, yes, but not a plane ticket. Putty Cat. Oh yeah, Brian K, give you a shout out. I really don't like to give the shout out to Boyd members, but I'll give him a shout out. Okay? I'm not going to say what I'll be working with. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say where I'm working. That's my business. Let's just say I have a job opportunity. A possible job opportunity. I'm not going to tell you if I get it or if I don't. Because I don't want anyone to know where I'm working. It's bad enough a lot of people know where I live, so I'm not telling Bianca. Welcome, BA. Okay. We're getting the views back up. All right. Well, I think this is going to be a great tournament. I love to do that, ATB. Yeah, I'd be a great salesman. Maybe I would. Despite me being mildly autistic and not very good with people and having loads of misunderstandings sometimes. Yeah. Very funny, but that job doesn't exist anymore. BA. Oh, that's awesome, ETB. There is no slingshot store. There are online vendors where you can order a slingshot, like Simple Shot, Romany custom catapults, stuff like that. I get it, BA. It's funny. I don't have the license for that or the training, Bianca. Yeah, they don't exist anymore. Anyway, we got 13 likes and 13 views. I consider that a balance of positivity. Maybe an air gun seller. I'm not very good at working with food, particularly making pastries. I'm not very good. Well, I can cook, but not pastries. And you have to understand, I'm already on a diet, so. That being said, I'm staying positive. I'm being positive. So, you might be laughing now, but I'm going to lose this weight, and I'm going to feel great, and I'm going to look buffed when it's all said and done. I'm not going to say what it is, Putty Cat. It's 210. 210 is my target weight. But I got the muscle. Yeah. So don't think I can't get things done. Anyway, that being said, yeah, so true, so true. Not this time around, Bianca. Very fattening. All right. Well, somewhat. Fasting. You could call it fasting. It's miserable, I can tell you that. Can't have sweet stuff. You gotta watch your portions. But it's worth it. I'm gonna have to get one, Putty Cat. Anyway, let's get back on my slingshot shooting. I'm gonna do some more slingshot shooting. I'd rather not. Anyway, and I'd rather not, BA. Anyway, let's get back to what I'm doing. I'm going to get back to the basics, slingshot shooting, trick shotting, and everything like that. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised on that one. Yes, I have a big collection. I'll have to go into my collection. I have a box full of slingshots in the other room. I'll have to go into it sometime. You know what I mean? All right. All right, all right. Well, if you just came in, give me some likes. You got 18 likes and 13 Got 18 views and 13 likes. You can give me some more. Thumbs up. It means a lot to me. Yeah, you see 14? Okay, I see 13. Okay. All right, we're getting up there. All right. So the East Coast Slingshot Tournament is where I want to go. And it's what I want to do. That's a little weird doing sleep streams. Okay? Why would I do that? I want to compete in the Slingshot Tournament. ETB. I'm not doing that. My sleeping is my private time. Sorry. Definitely I will well, technically you gotta just pay $50 and when you get there and then you're registered. Apparently that's how it works. All right. All right. No. That's what makes it challenging, Buddy Cat. Yeah, you get a free lunch, I think. Yeah, you do. Yes. You could actually shoot an arrow and have a reel with it, or shoot a dart and have a reel with it and pull it in. Yeah. BA. I think it's a terrible thing, but it does seem to be a lot of things that are happening in the cities. And that's a very West Coast thing, you know. I don't live in California. I mean, I don't. So I'm not a Californian. You got that right. All right. That being said, the Slingshot tournament is on. I'm going to have a good time doing it. I'm staying positive and doing what I need to do. Don't care. ETB, that's not breaking news. What we're talking about here is the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. And we're talking about going there and having a good time, having camaraderie. All right. That being said, I got 13 likes, 17 views. If you just came in, thumbs up. It means a lot to me. Since I got 14, but I counted 14 maybe on your end. Give me some more. More. You got to keep those likes going because that keeps me in the algorithm. I don't think so, BA. But you can see the video footage on YouTube for the East Coast Slingshot Tournament. No, man. All right. All right. We got some good things going here. Oh, 100 feet. Oh, I think I can. I've hit a bottle at 100 feet. Brian. With the right tools, ETB. I have to go with 9. Kyle. Oh, yeah. He's not so bad. Well, most of the time you hit small game with a slingshot. Well, people come in to this tournament at an outdoor, and there are various targets set up, and there are various things. There's various classifications that are given out, like speed shooting, various things, challenges, speed shooting, long distance shooting, things of that nature. Yeah. It's just basically you're able to shoot, there's a way you can shoot like really quickly and reload really quickly. No. Basically, it's basically skill. There's no trigger slingshots allowed at the tournament. It's your hand, it's the pouch, and you have to pull it back yourself. I'm sure that in South Africa you have similar slingshot tournaments. No, but there are a lot of people that are very quick and that can reload really quickly with their hands, like speed archers. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, it's probably not, Brian, but they do exist. They also have slingshots. For example, there's a type of attachment method that's was invented in Africa called African wrap. Yeah, they use slingshots a lot in Africa. But yeah, modern slingshots are all around the world. Yeah, Brian. Real men use guns. I'll put it this way. Then tell that to our ancient ancestors who used slings. It's a far more challenging to sling and use a slingshot than just pull a trigger. Well, not really. No, Putty Cat. No. No, Brian. The modern slingshot was used primarily for galvanized rubber. Primarily, they were the first ones were made, I would say, maybe by schoolboys when galvanized rubber was invented around the turn of the century. But you know, the hobby has evolved. I don't think the image of slingshots has evolved because you have all this stuff on YouTube of people hunting small game with slingshots. Oh. Awesome camo campo. Keep that dream alive. So yeah. Yes, with the proper shot placement and the proper ammunition, yeah. It can be. Someone who's skilled can hurt you with a slingshot. Do not think a slingshot is just a mere toy. You try getting hit with one. It hurts. Yes, I wasn't very good at it. Brian. Awesome. Awesome camo campa. Well, I hope to bring the gold home. Okay, I'll put it this way. If someone wants to, let's say, in the community, make me some brass slingshot balls. Yeah, that would be good. No, make them out of solid brass. You know, solid brass. And you can call them the SSW original. How about that? Got to be about the size. Well, brass is close to gold. Why not brass? You know, brass balls. Get it? Well, there were a lot of references to slingshots in cartoons. Putty Cat. Well, I think it would be better if someone made them, actually. Someone cast them. Oh, thank you, bro. Keep the dream alive, Campo Campo. That it is, ETV. Oh, they don't spray paint them. Oh, man, they make all sorts of patterns on slingshots these days. Oh, there's so many custom slingshots that have beautiful patterns. Beautiful, I've seen ones that were made out of, like, you know, like a type of plastic that were molded together and had swirls in it. I've seen ones that have different patterns on them, different colors. Oh, there are so many stylish slingshots out there, custom frames that you would not believe, you know. Oh yeah, you can find all sorts of slingshots in different patterns, different different dimensions. Oh, you just don't know. Different colors, different patterns. There's a variety. You just gotta look. I mean, just go look on the YouTube. Look on Instagram. I mean, I think I've seen it. I think I've seen it. It was wasn't it for ships, Campo Campo? Yeah, people have made custom frames that are kind of like with modern materials with it. They're beautiful in their appearance. They're. This is why I say slingshots are the one thing, one of the very few things in this world where function can meet art. You know, it's where function and art. Hello, Comedy Flu. Not the elastic, but they do have some they do have glow in the dark frames. Not the elastic, but they have the glow in the dark frames that glow pretty bright in the dark. No, I do not like that movie, Putty Cat. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, if you just came in, give me some thumbs up. Thumbs up, people. Thumbs up. Okay. Oh, I already did with this. Oh, that's my custom slingshot frame. The ant's head. Anyway. Electric tape. Shellacked with Gorilla Glue. I have to set up something. I don't have anything on. I don't have a catch box right now. I'm gonna have to make a catch box again. It's a method that I call the scrapper method. I used various plastic parts and plastic string. It's called the scrapper method. You have to check it out. Yes, I shellacked it with Gorilla Glue. It goes nowhere. Oh, this lanyard I made myself. It's this is made from my from a like a corned beef can key, and it's basically polypropylene rope, adjustable. To basically put this on your wrist, and that way, it doesn't, it won't fall out your hand. Well, this is called a scrapper frame, the ant's head scrapper, because it's used with the scrapper method. It's made with the scrapper method, but yeah. So, that being said, yes, but I only watch DVDs on it. All right. It's not a sword. It's a slingshot. You mean a holster? Possibly. All right. A lot. Putty cat. Well, just I would say look at the resources you have around you. Whatever you can use to make a slingshot with. I mean, there's many ways to make a slingshot. Wood, metal, and modern materials or other materials. Look around you. You can even use pieces of pipe if you wanted to. Some people even use bamboo. So. And do not care, Comedy Flu. I would say, finding the scraps, pieces of wood, pieces of metal, working with that. You know what I mean? Well, I think it's got a pretty good grip so far. I like the grip. It's an oval grip. I designed it myself, you know. So yeah, it's a very oval shaped grip. I don't know, a junkyard, old pieces of metal, maybe a horseshoe. That's so true, Brian. Yeah. You know, basically you can't have, I don't know all the rules of BA. I'll have to do some research on that one. But I'll put it this way. I'm doing something positive, and this ain't the boy. I want to tell the boysters out here, okay? I'm going in a positive direction on this channel, okay? And you can stick around if you want. But here's the thing. The whole negativity thing, it's over. It's over. I'm no longer a member of the Boyd. I want to reiterate that. I don't want to be a part of that community anymore. Now you can stick around for the journey, but we're going in a positive direction. Positive direction. We're riding the positive train. Choo choo. Well, I advocate that people sometimes reuse stuff and get creative. That's what I do. Yes, AAC. Well, I'm going to go in the woods soon, Connie Flo. So, that being said, we're headed on the positive train of positivity. God bless you. I think it's time for me to go. Have a nice night.